Hey dudes, welcome to another adventure from Aspie for Attitude. Walk with me at Gresswell Forest, which happens to be at Bundoora, pretty much a suburb on the east side of Melbourne. Just to introduce myself quickly, my name is David. I have autism and I have Asperger's syndrome, and that's why I call myself an Aspie. And you're about to see the world from the eyes of an autistic individual. Despite this is actually another suburban park that I'll be walking through. Pretty much no different if you actually had a chance to see the West Falls Park, something I did for that video, and also plus Plenty Gorge as well. Those are just the two common parks, pretty much in the same area. It's got a perimeter fence. Since I'm expecting to see wildlife like kangaroos again. Well, however it is, please join me on this adventure and let's see what we can find then. Please come along, walk with me from Aspie with Attitude. Well, dudes, I've just completed the wildflower track. That's what you've just seen there. I thought I just needed to get it done before the sun really comes up, since it's going to be a beautiful day to do it. Well, since I pretty much never been to this park before, I'm just going to see what I can find on such a beautiful day. I could never ever waste a day being inside when I could just pretty much be outside. That's what these Walk With Me videos is all about. Showing you a world from the eyes of a person that's actually autistic. Well, dudes, I actually really get out of suburban parks soon. Since this is actually, what's that? The 7th of June 2024, I had been filming this video. Pretty much that represents the times when I'm still filming at suburban parks. Oh, let's not waste any more time before more people arrive, since I'm surrounded by houses. Please come along and walk with me. I'm going to actually try and find that damn down Swamp Gum track. Come along. So, how you enjoying my walk so far at Gresswell Forest in Bundoora? Well, dude, so far actually, I did see one kangaroo when I was actually just doing these static shots that you always see in my videos. So at least there's definitely something there. Pretty much in the right habitat for it. How it is though, like I can just get behind the camera and I'll just show you. So sorry about the noise of a garbage truck. I'm in a suburban area. Pretty much around that terrain. That's why I pretty much did see a kangaroo. Maybe it got scared of a garbage truck that's making a lot of noise there. Something that's beyond my control in this park. Oh yes dudes, that's why I need to get out of suburban parks. But if I was in real remote bushland, it'd all be a different story, dudes. Just sort of like have a walk around for habitat a bit. So like I did find the dam over there. It's not as dramatic as I would expect it to be. Pretty much something I saw at 100 Acre Park back in Park Orchards. Something I did in Walk With Me, another suburban park. Well, no, I just found my kangaroo, so we'll be quiet. So, yeah, dudes, actually, just make you use a video. I actually had found the kangaroo that I saw earlier. And it's just grazing over there. And now you can hide behind a tree. So, oh yeah, here it is. Well, that was the kangaroo that I saw earlier. Something I actually had to really get in that video. This is just right in the middle of the city basically. This is here in Australia. And I did promise I was actually going to film kangaroos much earlier. So like I just don't have a tripod to place on the ground there. That's why I'm a bit shaky. And pretty much before I continue on this walk with me, I can always just show you the surroundings. And I can always plant my tripod there. As long as it doesn't topple. I can't afford that at all. So there you have it. It's a kangaroo. Just in case if you're an overseas viewer and you're watching this for the first time. Well dudes, this pretty much spent the whole morning just walking around Gresswell Forest, just seeing what I can find. This is actually a very new place to me at the time when I was filming this on the 7th of June 2024. Well dudes, at least I got to see one kangaroo, which is worthwhile. This is all generally just all scrubland, pretty much showing you Australia, and I can just see a bit of a breeze picking up now that the sun's pretty much out. But anyway, at least I had a good time just to chill out, go outside and just do the things I enjoy doing. That's the main thing. Doesn't matter where I go in this world. Oh yeah, since I've got this on, You know, just never, I thought I'd open up my jacket a bit too. Well, no, so how cool is this? This is always a fashion parade in disguise. Since you already know what I usually wear in these videos, please come along and walk with me. Well, dudes, actually seen enough of Gresswell Forest, so it's pretty much said and done. I did see a couple of kangaroos, and I can't believe I've got a couple on video. Well, I like to go to some of this Gresswell habitat link. Pretty much like, for first I decided to actually wear my hoodie like that, since I was in the mood to wear that tracksuit out. As I said, it's a fashion parade in disguise when I'm doing these walk with me videos. That's why I actually love doing it. Just gives you somewhere to go to be able to be wearing my trademark tracksuit for the channel. So anyway, let's do these clothing obsessions. So come along, walk with me. Let's see what else we could find. Well dudes, are you actually enjoying this walk so far from Aspie for Attitude at Gresswell Habitat Link? Well, just filmed a couple of exotic birds in Australia, like got the kookaburra in there and the eastern rosella, one of the most beautifully coloured birds. But I just thought dudes, like, I can hear noisy tractors since I'm right next to a golf course. So like, I just thought I'll just take a breather, tell you what's going on there. It's a separate habitat enclosure, as most of them being fenced off. And with Gresswell Forest, I didn't do the whole forest, since it's all pretty much the same landscape as what you're seeing right now and walk with me from Aspie for Attitude. Yeah, please come along. Well, pretty much dudes, that's all there is for the Gresswell Habitat link. So this is pretty much 1/3 of the video, or maybe 2/3 I should be saying. So that's just 1/3 of it done. If you like what I'm doing here, please why not subscribe to Aspie for Attitude. That's all I ever ask for in terms of support. And also, please don't forget to ring this notification bell if you want to keep up to date with Aspie for Attitude. And also, don't forget to like and share this video content around. That way, you're showing more support for this channel. And also, in the description down below, I'll leave a link to the whole playlist of all my works doing all these walk with me videos. Since it's something I love doing, something that I filmed on the 7th of June 2024, and it's not over yet. So like, with all this reverb and that echo, so I'm just around houses, trying to keep as quiet as I can. So anyway, please continue on for walk with me. So I had to get a habit of keeping quiet because of kangaroos, people trying to sleep in, and other Australian native birds. And if I walk that way, that's where it's all going to finish at Gresswell Hill. Please come along, walk with me. Dudes actually did do it at all, so it's just hard to compliment this at the moment. However, to say, like, I used to be into hip hop. The reason I didn't do this, otherwise you'd be seeing a street art says Fubex, and I'll be signing off with AWA, saying for Aspie for Attitude, and you'll probably see a gigantic test card, just like what you see in all my video uploads. No, I'm just not that type of dude that's really into all that stuff. When I used to be into hip hop, like I used to just rap, did a bit of DJ mixing. But the only thing that surprised on this day on is just really making the tunes for all my walk with me videos. Therefore, every walk with me videos you have been watching, I had made the music and the background music to go with it. Just remind me on the day when I did film this, particularly this being the 7th of June 2024. Well, dudes, anyway, this is all pretty much coming to the end of a walk there. So, like, wind's about to pick up a bit too. And, yeah, pretty much so, like, I can always just walk around just to sort of, like, have a look at the street art and everything like that. Maybe if in the police force, maybe it's a bit of a whodunit. So, like, you won't find Fubex, test cards, or Aspie for Attitude on that water tank. That's a hard fact. Oh yes, certainly reminds me of a day when I actually went to South Bronx in New York. So I just don't know if it's actually legal to actually paint all over it. I just think, yeah, why not? Just probably keep the kids out of trouble. Like, we do have a lot of juvenile crimes, like cars getting stolen and luxury cars, like all German engineer cars that are just going 200 miles per hour down freeways, which is all driven by 14-year-old kids, and all these home invasions. And these days, kids just carry knives around. Yeah, I just probably, to be honest though, like, I do rather kids to be carrying spray cans than machetes. But anyways, that's supposed to be vandalism, named after the Germanic tribes who actually set the Roman fleet on fire, causing the fall of the Roman Western Empire and everything like that. Like, mind you, like, I've done a few of these special effects, like these Aspie for Attitude test card art, where I actually did use graffiti, since that my name was Fubex when I used to be a rapper. And pretty much, like, once we just go back to where I began, you got this beautiful bushland, and there has been a recent back burning just to prevent bushfires, since there's $1 million homes there. And I can talk, like, yeah, I wouldn't expect to have much battery power left. So, like, you can just see how I'm actually just really walking away from a water tank. So just to make sure I'm not looking angry. I didn't even get frustrated one bit. It's such a good day to actually film around Gresswell, which is pretty much Westonia. That's the train station I got off at this morning. And pretty much just sharing Westonia and Bundoora. Just the two suburbs pretty much on the east side of Melbourne. And I'm not far from where I did for Plenty Gorge, where there's like a canyon dividing the suburbs up in the, like I'm talking about the northwestern suburbs to the northeastern suburbs. The canyon that divides the northern suburbs in Melbourne, that's Plenty Gorge I'm talking about. So like I'm glad I've got a couple of kangaroos in there as well. And as we just get further away from that water tank, which is just actually up there, well, just how cool is it? And plus it's a very bushfire prone area. So like I'll stay on the track and you can just see how you got all these like $3 million homes. That's what I was surrounded by. It's such a beautiful area, but I just don't have the money to actually afford to live in this area. So anyway, this is all Melbourne here. So like, that battery's about to drain out, and dudes, like between the trees, you should see the Sea of Melbourne. So it's actually not all that far away. So like, yeah, it's just hard to see it. So like, I'm not all that far away from the city, and it's got that nice, beautiful bushland. Especially there's kangaroos about. I've only ever got two on camera today, which is enough to sort of like be happy that I've got a video done. Well, dudes, actually decided to have a look at that cubby house. Well, dudes, I actually had been seeing a lot of those on most of my walk-me adventures. Oh, just how cool is that? Like, you know, don't really go in those things. I think there's actually been an argument with those things too. Like, yeah, sometimes maybe it's pulling everything up to prevent bushfire by getting all the dead wood. It's apparently more dead wood you have, more devastating that bushfire is. But a downside is it just actually takes away the habitat where food for reptiles like snakes and lizards could breed. Since that a lot of lizards around here do eat a lot of insects. So basically, like I had read signs in a park, you've been allowed to do those sort of things. Just kind of like a bit of a sensory playground. And it's always all over these parks. Well, here we go. Here's another one. Like, that's all I'm basically going to show you on this walk at Gresswell Forest. Just those cubby houses I keep finding in these forests. So I can just say, like, I hope you really enjoyed the walk at Gresswell Forest and pretty much Gresswell Hill. Since there's nothing much more to film now. Anyway, this is just the end of the day now. And I'd like to say, peace and respect, and see you next time. And I hope you enjoyed Aspie with attitude. Well, dudes, like, I just don't really like the way I'm actually doing it. Well, no, just got to keep my face as natural as possible, wouldn't I? Yeah, peace and respect. From Aspie of attitude, walk with me.